death of Jaquan Waller is being felt across Eastern Carolina's football community.
Waller was tackled, walked to the sidelines, then collapsed.
When 16-year-old Jaquan Waller died, it was big news in this small town.
Officials say Waller's death has been tough on the entire school.
And it was the second death of a North Carolina high school football player in just 1 month from a head injury.
All the athletes and runners would like to take 43 seconds of silence in memory of number 23, Jaquan Waller.
That's him right there, in the middle. Always laughing and joking.
3 years later, in Jaquan's bedroom, where everything is still untouched, his brother is filled with regret.
Life's short. What has he done? What has he accomplished? You know, I had big hopes and dreams and aspirations for my brother.
Hurry!
On the field, where Jaquan played, Coach Life is still second-guessing.
You think what happened to Jaquan could have been prevented?
I mean, there's a lot of things that can be prevented.
Did you feel a sense of personal responsibility?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Beverly Reap is the superintendent of the Pitt County School District. Like Coach Light, she has never spoken in depth about what happened.
This is the first time and only time in my 32 years in this business that we felt like we lost a child on our watch.
October 2nd, 2008, 12 days after Jaquan's death, the autopsy report was released. Jaquan died from second impact syndrome, deadly brain swelling resulting from 2 back-to-back concussions. The question, had Jaquan not played just 2 days after that first concussion, would he still be alive?
We should have required a physician's release before we allowed him to play.
A school district investigation would provide the answers.
There were specific things that you guys found. The trainer not specifically on the field, the follow-up for Jaquan after the first concussion. Was there a specific thing in the end that you said that could have possibly saved Jaquan?
Yes, having a hit in practice and being allowed to even be on the field or participate without being seen and released by a doctor, you don't go back out.
In 2008, there were no statewide mandates for when young athletes with a head injury must leave the game or when they can return. That wasn't just in North Carolina. A nationwide study showed that from 2005 to 2008, 40% of players continued playing despite having a concussion, and 16% were allowed to return to play the same day they had been knocked out cold.
When you got hit, did you...
Just ask Dr. Brock Neisler how dangerous this is.
If I take your shoulder back like this.
He's a sports medicine doctor who moved to Greenville soon after Jaquan's death.
Adolescents take longer to heal from their concussions than their college and pro counterparts. We know that something is different going on in their brains.
You see, young brains are particularly vulnerable. Neurons are growing faster. Connections still being made. And while a death like Jaquan's is rare, long-term damage from many concussions is not.
When I was young, I had to play for this team.
A.J. Flores' big dream when he moved to Greenville was to be J.H. Rose's quarterback and to play college ball. Jaquan was a close friend since middle school.
When that happened to Jaquan, did you ever consider quitting or stopping football?
Not one bit.
November 2008, just 2 months after Jaquan died, A.J. was Rose's junior varsity quarterback. He had already suffered 3 concussions, 1 from a dirt bike accident and 2 on the baseball and football fields. And then, this happened.
They're called Hike, and just what looked like I didn't know where I was at, but I don't remember that. And that's when they pulled me. You were just driving, I was completely out of it.
What A.J. just described was his 4th concussion, a day his mother, Linda Perdue, will never forget.
Did someone drop the ball here, literally?
You know, I struggle with that every day. I think maybe I did as a mother. You know, maybe I'm the one who dropped the ball. Maybe I should have stopped when A.J. had his first concussion.
I could see that it hurts her that she didn't pull me, but I don't think I could have been pulled at all.
saw doctors, and his concussion symptoms, which were painful headaches, insomnia, and irritability, eventually subsided. In 2009, he was sidelined most of the year by a knee injury. But by 2010, his senior year, AJ was back. He started off the season getting a 5th mild concussion. And then, in the conference championship,
I remember getting hit hard. I remember that actually rang my bell.
the 6th concussion would end AJ's football career. And like 4 other players in Greenville that season, AJ now suffered from post-concussion syndrome, or mild traumatic brain injury. For weeks, months, even years, AJ could have headaches, difficulty concentrating, emotional irritability. His dreams, like Jaquan's, of getting a football scholarship vanished.
At the time, I wasn't aware of how bad it could affect me, and eventually did affect me. And I was just thinking that I got to get back on the field and help the team win.
And AJ isn't alone. Every season, according to the Sports Concussion Institute, 1 in 10 high school football players get a concussion. 35% get more than one. And it's these players, like AJ, who might develop post-concussion syndrome. And in the rare case, like Jaquan, can die from multiple concussions. And all of that really puts the pressure on administrators like Dr. Reed. Make football safer. Protect our kids without breaking the bank.
Nothing like this kind of a situation to help you reorder your priorities.
But how?
Do you have any feeling below your belly button?
A community still reeling from tragedy fights back.
Just relax. No shortness of breath, Brooke? Bet your hair